Alright, so today in Arena, I decided to try some elephant blowfish builds. Now, unfortunately, this build is awful. I feel like I say this about everything that I do nowadays, but this is a meme build. It's not worth trying to actually do. The elephant is a really bad unit. Pretty much the only reason to take it is if you have like 3 gold left and you just need to fill your last spot on your team. And it's got like half decent stats. It's a 3-5 and it's a tier 2. It's got better stats than the camel, so I guess that's something. And then late game, the blowfish ability doesn't really do too much. Like, I know hedgehog blowfish is a build that sometimes can work, but like elephant blowfish is just a much worse version of that, and it pretty much never works. Anyway, I faced someone called Fields Otterman. Pretty interesting name. I got an otter ant star, which I think is like it's okay. Ant is probably the third or fourth best to buff. Like the best in arena is probably fish, and then mosquitoes also decent. Much better in versus because melon armor is so much more prevalent. And then like cricket can be kind of helpful, and ant can be kind of helpful. Ant will maybe help you win some of the earlier rounds because of the extra attack buff that will hit the otter. Anyway, yeah, so it's turn 3, found elephants, and then I get an early ox, which is really tempting. I'm not going for an ox build, like maybe one day. I'll try to get like a level 3 ox, pill a bunch of stuff in front of it, get it to 50 attack if that's possible. But that might be kind of tricky because you just end up relying a lot on one unit. And instead we have double elephant. So the way elephant works, when you level it up, instead of dealing 1 damage to one enemy behind, it deals 1 damage to 2 enemies behind. So you get to activate 2 hurt effects and then 3 at level 3. So the idea is to have like triple blowfish or just 3 things with hurt effects. Camel will also work, and like peacock I guess would also work. But most of the hurt effects in this game are kind of garbage. So it's a little sad that how bad this actually is. So don't try this at home, I guess. Anyway, got a turtle. I get to melon armor the elephant. The main problem here was trying to find some sort of scaling for this team. How am I going to scale the elephants and also the blowfish? Well, the answer, of course, has got to be penguin. And then maybe like I could try to fit a monkey on this team. I did a lot of attempts, like really a lot of attempts at trying to get this build to work once, and it took so many attempts because it's so bad. I mean, it's pretty similar to with like trying to go double worm. Double worm is terrible. You can maybe make single worm work, but don't like double it. You're really just doubling its effect of badness. I think that's grammatically correct. But yeah, right now got 2 elephants, got a level 2 and a level 1. Pretty much just going for level 3. That mosquito snipe, did it hit both the camel and the blowfish? It's kind of working right now. So the great news about camel in this build is it buffs the blowfish, and then we're not like completely relying on just our first 2 units. So that's pretty nice. I get a penguin on turn 7, so very nice. And then I have 6 gold left, which is kind of interesting because I guess I can just buy 2 pairs, not too bad. I do want to get everything to level 2 because then the penguin will start scaling it, of course. And also his abilities are just way better. And so that's kind of the priority. But the problem is, like, your odds of finding the specific things that you want on turns, like, whatever, 7, 8, I guess they're not super high. So, and you don't have the chance to find chocolate. That being said, I immediately find an elephant and a blowfish in the shop. So that was pretty lucky. And, yeah, so I guess we're keeping this ant because it's pretty much just holding my team together. If I sold this ant, I don't think we'd be winning very many fights here. So I gotta keep one thing on the team that actually has good stats besides the elephants. And the deer takes away the melon, which is a little unfortunate, but it's fine. Still managed to win that fight. And yeah, so just looking to level up this blowfish now. I could think about pilling this ant if I was really crazy. Pill my biggest unit just for +4, +2. Decide not to. Actually, fun fact during this game right here, the servers crashed and died, so I just cut out the downtime. But that was a fun little experience. I was like, wait, I'm finally getting an elephant build to kind of work. I'm at 10 hearts still. Could this be the one? And then the servers die. But it's okay because it was back up just like 30 minutes later, I think. So not really a problem. And now, pretty much looking for level 2. I said this many times already, but like level 2 blowfish and level 2 penguin. Since my only scaling is penguin, ideally I would probably get to level 3, but That would be a lot of gold, and I don't think I'm going to get that. Instead, why would I go for level 3 penguin when I can go for level 3 elephant? That seems like the logical situation, a logical conclusion here. And look at that, getting +4, +4. Beautiful scaling. Penguin scaling's got to be the most satisfying when it buffs your entire team. But really strong team there. They had a dodo, just one shot all of my big units. Kind of the problem here is that if they do have just like one big unit, I kind of just lose. So that's a little bit unfortunate. And then I guess we can go for level 3 camel. Like, leveling stuff up here isn't really worth it, but I don't know what else I'm going to do. I could buy food just to give more stats, since the penguin scaling might not be quite enough. And it looks like I also lose this one. Alright, so it seems like this is falling off real fast. Like, I won some of the middle game just because of the tempo, I guess, you get from the herd effects with the blowfish and the camel. But also just the fact that we high rolled the start with a bunch of otters. That's what kind of carried me. But now we've kind of hit the breaking point where this team sucks, which is going to make it hard to win. Luckily, I got melon armor on the ant, so that could be very big. And we're going to get like level 3 elephant. Oh, that's also big. The splash attack buffs the blowfish even more. Look at that blowfish. Oh my god. We got it to 2231 or something like that with the camel. And I say camel's one of the worst in the game. It really is, though. They can make it a tier 2, honestly, and it'd still be kind of garbage. But I hope that they do buff camel a little bit. It could maybe be a kind of fun unit. And there we go. So we got level 3 elephant. I want to make sure I actually use it. So let's go ahead and get this last blowfish in there. And now we're going to hit all 3 things, get 2 abilities from the blowfish, or 2 shots, and get the camel buffs. So it turns out the camel actually was pretty nice here. I think it really did save my team, and it wouldn't have worked without it. And look at that. We're popping all of the melon. It means we still lose, but hey, we at least popped their melon. That's something. And then I think I'm just going to buy sushi here just to take the stats. I could try to take like garlic or something, or steak. Steak would also work. Yeah, go ahead and steak the camel. That could potentially be pretty helpful. Because I tried this build with just 3 blowfish and it failed miserably. So I guess the camel is actually a vital part of the team. And here we go. We get an extra shot because of the spider spawn that was a useless 2-2. And there we go. We got to 10 wins. Oh my god. It took me so long to actually get a build that was somewhat competent. But there we go. Made the elephant build work and I'm pretty happy about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.